I think his
The
PVZ
level
is phenomenal.
I never reached in PVZ.
Yeah, well, the level I can only dream of. Let's go ahead and hop into...
My A gates are legit though, guys.
Let's go ahead and hop into Belshir Vestige for game number 1 between these two great players, Incredible Miracles Nestea and Root State. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Belshir Vestige, the Red Zerg player. One of the greatest legends to ever play the game. His name is Nestea.
Ben, who do you think is going to observe the final of BlizzCon?
Probably... I predict Roddy is going to like step up and be like, guys, this isn't working for me. I'm going to put down the microphone. I'm going to show you how the one true Adebisi really gets it done. Roddy's going to be like, I'm more Adebisi than Adebisi.
I mean, this is kind of like the moment where the observer ranking gets determined for the upcoming year. Who is the #1 foreign observer?
Who gets the final?
Who gets the final? Is this Adebisi, is this Funkadelic, or is it going to be Fraser, the underdog? This is a storyline on its own.
Do you think somewhere like there's a Blizzard employee who's like tracking the like giving points to the observers?
Yeah.
Like, he caught that drop. That's +1. Oh, you know what? His camera movement was kind of shaky there. -1 point.
I think so. I think over the entire year, you know,
It's like
Funkadelic has been observed at multiple IEMs in WCS. Whenever Adebisi was doing Dreaming, there was someone out there with a notepad taking notes.
Yeah. And in Fraser, nobody predicted.
Yeah, we don't have too much data on him. He's kind of the dark horse. It's so exciting.
Some great Blizzard employee has been out scouting observers all around the world, and he found this guy.
And he's like, this is a keeper, man. I'm not sure if he's up to this level of competition.
But we're gonna give him his big break.
If he can perform under the amount of pressure.
You know what's gonna happen is like Adebisi is gonna be observing the final game, and he's gonna hurt his finger, and they're gonna have to call in Fraser.
This is like a fairy tale, and he's gonna observe like the series of his lifetime.
Yeah, he's gonna make a mistake with the first intro. He's gonna like intro the wrong player.
Yeah, but after that, he gets in the right rhythm and he just like nails it.
The entire front page of Reddit is gonna be like that in Fraser observing.
I'm stoked for this. I think this is a unique storyline. Interesting movement over here by State. Wiped in the cannon, cancelled again, and got the Nexus. Then dropped the gate instead after he scouted that he had absolutely nothing to worry about. But still lost a little bit of minerals. Will most likely still wipe in a cannon after that though. Even though he will be fine without one for a while because the spawning pool has been sincerely delayed. And yeah, I'm even more stoked for BlizzCon now than I already was.
I'm hung up on this observer thing.
Me too.
Do you think Adebisi's like the observer team captain?
Oh, I think it's kind of like every man for himself.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You don't think they like... It's not like the Zerg
They'll
chat
probably
on
have...
Skype?
No, they'll probably have a meeting and be like... But like the moment they give each other tips, it's kind of like, yeah, I appreciate you giving me tips, but I also don't really want to hear it because, you know.
It's like they give tips, but they hold a little bit back.
Yeah, they don't want to show the back of their tongue just yet. This is going to be amazing, guys.
The observer grudge match of the century.
Both Funkadelic and Adebisi are actually amazing guys.
I suspect that on the last day there's going to be a heated argument over lunch between the observers.
I have never met in Fraser, but I've met the other two, and Mike is...
Fraser's going to be like, Adebisi, you're such an Adediva!
I think it's enough, man. Just time will tell. You've never met Funkadelic, right?
I've never met Funkadelic.
Nah, he's very nice. I've never met in Fraser, so I'm looking forward to that.
Funkadelic was the one with the legendary words.
Yeah, he said, I think it's important that I get some stage time as well. It was amazing. Funkadelic is a great dude. He's very French. He's kind of like a nicer version of Johan.
I didn't realize this. I think it's important that the French observers get to be on the stage.
Alright, man. We see Stargate going down in the back of the base from State. Not very surprising, but you know, I've seen State play PvZ multiple times without the Stargate as well.
I kind of know him as a robo player personally.
Yep, not afraid to skip the Stargate and still be able to defend against Milalisk. But you know, Deer has been having a lot of success off the back of the Stargate. And you know, you just kind of follow the flavor of the month.
Can't really argue with Deer's results.
No. Anyone who 4-0 Soki has it figured out in my book.
Yeah.
4-2 Su, 4-0 Soki. He's 8-2 against two of the best Zergs in the world. That
basically the only two that matter.
Makes no sense to me.
It is a Phoenix opening.
We need Ilias back, man.
Ilias Satori.
Ilias Satori. 3 additional gates being wiped in. Maybe a
Yeah.
little bit of, this is something that Deer does a lot, by the way. He somehow, this is the thing that infuriates me most of watching Deer. He always gets a pylon somewhere out on the map, then he warps in 4 zealots, it's still not scouted, then he warps in 3 additional zealots and just kind of wins the game with it. Here comes that probe. Let's see if Nestea is going to scout this. If Nestea doesn't see, okay, I love what Sage is doing, Ben. He's revealing the zealot, but he's not revealing the probe.
Oh, Nestea with some good game sense is going to run the Ling, but he's
Yep.
not going to spot the probe. Probe is going to run out an Overlord, though.
And these spore crawlers and the Roach one is not done yet. A lot of drones still on the production tab. Okay, this Overlord is definitely going to see that pylon. And Roach is in production. I guess Nestea will be okay.
Yeah, he should be just fine. Should be A-okay. As I would actually not be surprised to see State just not even warp anything off that pylon.
And this is exactly what they did on Eklund Waste against Sue in the GSL final, and he also did it against Sulky. Was it on Eklund as well, or was it on Belshire? I know he did it at least once, and I was just so mad that it worked again. Because I tried this so many times, man.
State is going to warp in here, and this is not
Yeah, but
a
with
good
all these
idea.
roaches, State is probably wondering the same thing as I'm wondering now. Like, why does this work for Deer and not for me? Because
Well,
this
State,
is,
because you built your pylon underneath an Overlord.
but this is going to end very badly for State.
It's just a donation.
And Nestea puts himself in a very good position now. There is a third base going up behind this for State, but we have 30 additional Lings on the way now, and 30 Speed Lings and 6-7 Roaches across the map. Yes, we do have a Void Ray, right, Ben? We do
I
have.
don't think so, Kev.
Yeah, we have a Void Ray.
Where
He's
is he?
He's with the Zealots.
Oh. Came to help him out. Still, though, I don't think he's going to be able to save this third expansion. Maybe with the...
He has a lot of sentries as well. He has 5
He's
of
got
them.
5, so...
I think one of them has 200 energy, and the others are, all relatively new.
Still, might be tough.
If State keeps the Nexus alive, then there's definitely no man overboard. He forced out a lot of units, and he even managed to save a couple of these Zealots, so it's not like he lost all 500. 14 additional drones going up behind this. I love what I'm seeing so far from Nestea.
Yep.
He's playing very solid. Make sure that you keep your full wall up over here. You want to keep your Zealots in whole position at all costs, State.
So Nestea is going to do both sides of this. He's going to send some units into that third base and try to run past the natural.
The
I
Void
think
Race-
State's going to be fine.
State should just send the Void Rays there and worry about the Lings over here with the rest.
That's not quite how this is going to play out.
Force
but-
fields.
Whoa,
Oh, that's good though.
dear.
He's going to kill them all.
That's bad for Nestea. At the same time, those Lings in the natural expansion are trying to bust through, but the Zealot on hold position getting the job done. Cannon
Good.
finishes up, and that's all she wrote.
This is even the second Zealot already, and that was the third Zealot. Oh, don't do that. Beautiful hold there by State. Made it look easy, man.
Yes, sir. Absolutely perfect. And with that commitment of units from Nestea, I think we have a fairly even game once more.
Yep. There were 14 drones up behind this, but I felt that he morphed in a couple of additional buildings. Maybe the Evil Chambers, Hydraless Den over here. Because his drone count is not that scary yet.
Yeah.
He has 8 queens on the map as well.
That's
Let's
different.
see. What you gonna do with all those queens? Nasty.
I like this a lot. I think this is really cool. A few Zergs have been experimenting with these kinds of moves recently, and it's just real fun. The transfusion, the ability to drop that creep, it just makes these attacks very tricky, very hard to deal with. It also lessens Zerg reinforced distances if they're quick with their loads and unloads.
And nothing in this Protoss army is extremely good against queens at the moment, or certainly not against queens and Hydralisk.
Yeah.
Force fields are going to be the only game changer. He's going to need some fantastic force fields. Is it possible? Hell yeah. Is it easy? Hell no.
Nestea does still have to find a place to do this,
Yeah.
though, as State's doing a good job kind of controlling the map, almost as if he expects something like this. I can't imagine he's suspecting Nidus play, but certainly he doesn't want to allow Nestea to get any sort of strong position. And
Oh, Manishi of course is going to look for the link. Manishi of course finds the link. Nestea's probably very confused now. He's like, bro, I'm about to attack you. Why are you attacking me?
Well, the cool thing about the Nidus is it lets Nestea sort of do both at once. As soon as he defends this, he can just load up and
Yep.
go.
Nestea's more than happy to fight. Okay, Nidus
There's
network
the
is already
Nidus.
going down. State probably sees it. No, State doesn't know it yet. State doesn't know, Ben.
And
Oh.
Nestea will put... Oh! Okay, a couple of force fields. There's a few free Hydras.
This is awkward.
Yeah.
Okay, now State is like, Nidus?
Now Nestea's like, do I go? I think he should go.
If he doesn't go now, Ben, Nidus is going to go down.
He's not going to go.
I think he's going to go.
I don't think he's going to go.
He's going to go.
Here he goes.
Told you. Oh, actually, now he might just only go with a few. Oh, transfuse. Okay, never mind. No. Man, that was close.
And here's Nestea. The
that
army
all?
of state is...
He should have more.
There's got to be more inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots more. And here we go. Force field's going down. Void Rays immediately turned around. Good use of transfusion there from Nestea, keeping a few of those Hydras alive. Creep beginning to spread out from this, what do you call this? Nidus Worm.
21 Blink Stalkers with +2, man. I believe. It's hard to engage his army, and I don't think he really wants to engage. Nestea also leaving a few units behind. I'm liking that. This is definitely scary, but I don't actually.
It's tough, man. It comes down to the engagement. It's all about the force fields and what kind of fight these two players take.
Oh, Muta switch on the way as well. I saw the Spire. I didn't expect Nestea to commit to it in this phase of the game, though. But 13 Mutas.
That's cool. I think that's actually really cool. It's going to mean that State's forced to defend in 2 places at once. Blink Stalkers.
30 Stalkers, though.
Yeah. But
it's interesting. I would love to see him not reveal the Mutas for quite a while.
27 Hydras and 11 Queens. Like, that's hard to fight with just Stalkers. And Mutas are probably going to go straight to the main base. Here comes State. He's going to try to pick a fight on this ramp. And Nestea. No, he's going to find a couple of Stalkers out by themselves. And that's a little bit sloppy from State. Still, though, he's going to push forward, trying to pick off a Queen.
Oh, what are you going to do, Nestea?
He's going to focus that Nidus, and now the big fight will unfold. Where are the Mutas? I was expecting to be showing up in State's base, but great force fields from State. He's sectioning off this army well. Transfusion keeping the entire army alive for a long time.
Oh, beautiful.
But State has just executed this brilliantly.
Yeah, but still, if he's going to lose all these Void Rays, it could get kind of painful. He's saving them. Okay, they're moving in the left bottom side of the map
but
now.
Great.
Great.
It's just so late. Like it's
true.
now wasted. Because no longer is there a threat of multi-prong attacks. It's just...
State is going to be able to deal with this quite okay, I think, because he has so many gateways. He has +2 Blink, actually almost +3 Blink Stalkers even. State definitely shouldn't worry about this too much. Leave a few units at home and march across the map with the rest.
Every volley kills a Muta, at least when all of them are able to shoot. Nestea ushered out, and State is in...
I don't know about this Nexus.
That's maybe a little too bossy.
Forward Blink!
Blink. Blink.
No, but he should definitely just attack. He should not give Nestea any time. This is the State that we know and love again, mate. Yep. I've said this multiple times, by the way, today. I should stop saying this.
He's in form, man.
But like now, I feel like
he's really good.
I'm watching State that. This is the State that I've been watching for quite a while. And he's just good. He's solid. Has cool builds. Has great engagements.
Where are you
is
going?
Active.
Ill-fated Mutalisk. Nidus network's going to go down.
He's not afraid to be, out on the map.
Nestea's trying to play base race, which is.
There are plenty of Stalkers at home.
Where's the mothership core? Somewhere. There, that is the wrong place for the mothership core to be.
Oh, those links would actually complicate things a little bit. I believe in +3 Blink Stalkers, man. But
Link's behind the wall, and that should make things a little bit easier. Still, the Link's pouring in, and all of a sudden, State's made a bit of a mistake.
Links are so good in this situation.
Yeah, they really are. And State with a little indecision out on the map as well. Can't decide if he wants to come back or continue to kill stuff.
And the fact that the mothership core wasn't there either really changes things. If that would have been a photon overture, State, what are you doing? He's just like kind of running around. He will be. Oh, he's going to blink in the main.
He wants to go around these spine crawlers. This poor zealot is like, I want to blink.
Where's my warp prison, bro? State is losing a lot on the other side of the map. He does have Dark Templars, and DTs can be pretty fantastic in this phase of the game, so the main should be safe for now. I still think that State is in a good position, but 27 Mutalisk is more than I thought we would ever see.
Layer going down, Kevin, means that there will be no more mobile detection. There's one Overseer on the map, and that's the only Overseer that is ever going to be.
It's idling above a lot of... oh, those Void Rays. Oh, they have cover. Oh, here come all those Blink Stalkers. Wow. That's a smart engagement here by State.
But DTs, there's just no answer for them.
There's always here.
Well,
we could get Spore Crawlers over here, but I think above all, the biggest problem is that there is no answer to all those Stalkers.
Nestea's Muta is still dancing around trying to find openings. There's really just one base for State, and it's pretty well defended with cannons and Stalkers. The Muta count is high enough, though, Kev, that I think he can kill this expand.
He probably can. It's 27 Mutas and a bunch of Links absorbing a little bit of damage and picking off these cannons and these Stalkers with their back against the wall. A couple of Mutas will fall in the process, but we're basically down to 0 bases. More Lings on the way, Nestea. You can't possibly pull this one off, can you?
21 mutas against 26 Stalkers and 3 Void Rays. Those Void Rays do not need to be left at home. They need to be with those Stalkers.
These Queens can actually start banning these Void Rays. You're missing an opportunity over here, Nestea. Nestea's losing most of his buildings. That's definitely a problem, man.
If the Overseer dies, then Nestea
So, Void Ray in range with the Spore Crawler taking a lot of damage.
Okay, State's on top of it. State is all over it.
Okay, so where's the rest? We have drones over here. We have 600 minerals. Nestea is going to try to pick up as many buildings as we can. State is in no position to ever get a base again. He doesn't have a single probe out on the map.
Did not kill the Overseer. Never mind. Yeah, so now it's just going to be one of these weird games where these players dance around each other. State needs
These
to...
Dark Templars are like, shall we become an Archon or not?
No,
If we become an Archon...
Oh, he's going to take the offensive blink, and that is an interesting choice. It looks like it might have been the right one, as these well-upgraded Stalkers just shred those mutas.
I'm very surprised that Nestea even tried to fight over there. Nestea has lost so many of his mutas there, Ben. That was a big mistake, I feel.
That was definitely a bad choice, as we see Nestea trying to rebuild in the bottom half of the map, but the Void Rays are going to find that.
Spore and Queen's going to try to make their way over and dealing with that. Might be able to pick off a Void Ray.
Spore Crawler. If either of these just kill the detection, and it's over, man. Down goes the Spore.
Yeah, I think State has done it.
And GG. Well done. Root State takes game number 1 against Nestea with a very impressive showing of some strong Protoss versus